What's up, guys? It's Crimson 606 Duo, and we are here. We are live, and let's do the blog. Alright, guys, this is me. I'm here. It's fucking Tuesday. Oh, no, fuck, it's Wednesday. I gotta remember to fucking watch, Boruto that's coming up. It looks like it's gonna be an interesting one. And let me just turn this music down. There we go. You know, I actually make sure that I can be heard now, test the sound and all this other good shit out before, and the shit is, some kind of, it's not an exact science. Actually, I would really enjoy, having somebody to help do the videos with. However, because I work better like bouncing off of people and shit like that. Well, however, you know, I do videos 5 o'clock in the morning, and unless I have a guest over, that's not the thing. And YouTube videos are not the videos that I plan on doing with a guest at 5 o'clock in the morning. Pornhub maybe, but not YouTube. Anyway, it goes. Shit, guys, it's fucking Wednesday, and you know what? The funniest fucking thing is that I actually wanted to do more of a daily blog. You guys saw I did like 24, and it's just like I couldn't. I think I started just titling them daily blogs because I forgot what the title to fucking put. But shit, now that I'm actually doing them, and I actually kind of got creatified up. But I know that's not a fucking word, but it's just sometimes the well runs dry, and I don't know. It's just like one of those things where the well runs dry, and you don't know what's next out of your creative juices that you want to actually do, and all this other good shit. And it's like, fuck. Sometimes I just want to fucking sometimes, you know, you just come up with a creatively dry well. I don't know. Anyway, it goes, guys. I've been fucking, what's the best way to say it? So I'm still trying to finish reading Shadow's book, Shadows Within. So I'm actually trying to hurry that, and that's one of the big things that I got some great news. Got some kind of great news yesterday. So, speaking of Shadow told me about Roll20 and how they have a marketplace for artists who sell their work. And, you know, taking the advice from somebody who may have a tip, you know, I submitted some of my artwork, and the funniest thing, some of my artwork, well, most of my artwork, well, almost all of my artwork where I do women in it, it's in practical armor. And, you know, they asked if I had work where I had women in practical armor, and obviously, if you look at the catalog of my work at my DeviantArt page, Crimson60620, you can actually see most of my armor isn't practical. However, of course, I have the fucking Saiyans, where they're in geese, and of course they have the Saiyan armor. So I resubmitted some of that work, and I made a commitment to actually work on at least concept designs for fucking at least concept designs, because that's what I want to actually do. I want to actually be able to I want to be able to do a design in a set amount of time, give a full set amount of time. And seeing that it's a week, it's kind of easy for me to come up with concept designs, at least the skeletal structure and the overall. When it comes to the actual shading and the actual look that I want to actually go for, that may take a little bit more than a week. But concept designs, poses, things of that nature, it's not that hard for me to come up with the structure. It may take me a few hours to try to learn how to do a pose, and I know it may actually seem weird to say learn how to do a pose, but certain things that you have to learn how to do, certain things that you have to learn how to the skeletal structure is easy. That's actually pretty easy to do, a skeletal structure. But when it comes to how you put shapes on a stick man, it can be actually a little weird. And so that's why I say at least concept wise it's actually pretty you can spend 2 or 3 days on it, and saying that I'm trying to do it within a week, I have the weekend to work on it. I can have a day or so to work on one particular character, and that's focused. That's not unheard of. Just going through and actually working through it. So I don't know, maybe I'm talking shit. So other news in my life, I'm actually transitioning more away from biking every day, even though I didn't bike for like 2 weeks. Oh shit. Good news is that I'm transitioning more to actually gym workouts. Now that's one thing about it. I can transition pretty quickly, but I still want to get into that and bike every day. But it's starting to become brighter later in the latitude that I'm at. I'm in the Midwest, around Chicago, so instead of it being bright at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's bright at 6:30, and that cuts into my ride time a lot. Shit. Damn, I keep forgetting today is fucking Wednesday, not fucking Tuesday. And it actually feels good. It fucking feels good. And hate to go on my anti-corporation rant, but I really feel that most people can get by on a 7-hour, 4-day work week. Either pay us more or let us work less. Now, you end up with fucking better employees, like, for real. Imagine every fucking week having a 3-day weekend. Oh my god. Or even this. Okay, even this. So imagine that instead of us, we work Monday, Tuesday, half off Wednesday, and then work Thursday, Friday, and have Saturday and Sunday off. Man, that would be just awesome. Or just give me a fucking 3-day weekend. That just seems fucking awesome. Oh my god, that I get warm feelings just thinking about the shit. Oh God. But anyway, yeah, I know yesterday was a short video, and I don't plan on making this a really short video. So check it out. Anyway, so check it out. I have been looking into appearing in art shows, and not to give out any trade secrets or some shit, but to show up in a fucking art show, they want you to pay $600 for a 3-day art show, and oh my. Okay, so the thing about showing up at a 3-day art show and paying $600 for a 10x10 booth, I get it, and I'm not down on them, but fuck, that's a high barrier to entry. It almost makes me want to do it, but it's like, it's one of those things where shit, I'm selling my art to try to make more money. Let's be candid and honest. I'm selling my art to make more money. So yeah, it's just one of those things where and I'm just waking up, so you know, it's one of those things where you have to spend money to make money, but you're always taking a risk, always taking a gamble. And on top of that, what I want to actually do, what I want to actually put out there is art. Put out my art that I have. You know, if I actually get, if I actually am able to qualify for a show, able to qualify for like a booth where I can actually sell shit. I really want to. I think I just may actually. Oh, excuse me. I may actually have it where I'm doing prints. Currently, I do have my DeviantArt site where I do prints of different art of my art, which you can actually go to crimson60620//DeviantArt and .com and actually look at some of the art that I have. Like I said, I want to actually get those concept arts out there and actually work on trying to so here, example. So yeah, I don't know, I really want to actually look at some of my art and see what I can actually do. Not that my art is overly sexualized, and that's the thing. Even the mildly sexualized versions of my art, actually, for instance, the Ranger, she's actually not overly sexualized, even though she has a tunic that may be light fitting. But I want to actually see it. I want to actually set up a look where I can actually want to set up a look and actually set up a more realistic type of fantasy armor, or at least something that I'm probably gonna move away from, just to test and see how this works. Probably move away from the anime influenced Western style that I do. And I notice I do that. I started drawing. I'm self-taught drawing, and I do mostly anime style because that's what I started with, Dragon Ball Z. But I do have a lot of Western influence, especially around the lips and around the nose. That's one of the key things, because I want to define lips and nose. But it's just one of those things where just working on my art. I want to actually spend more time working on my art. And if you haven't, so this goes into my editing type things where I want to actually pick shit out. if you go to the Rage of the Saiyan, the Rage of the Saiyans video that I did, that I put out 2 days ago, it's actually just me super cutting the Saiyan transformations, and it's actually pretty fun. It's fun that I was actually able to do it, where I started at about 9 o'clock in the morning working on it, and I stopped to watch some episodes of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, more so Dragon Ball Z, and I actually watched how it was going through, and I used the Saiyan Rage transformation. So it's just one of those things where, it was fun doing it. It was really fun doing it. It's just one of those things where I don't know. It's just, it was a task for me to do it. I didn't know where everything was. I can just barely remember where shit was, so I had to go through videos and just find out where they were. And you know, it kind of brought some of those memories back of when I was originally watched it, or when I watched it first time on TV or just on the internet. Some of the things in Super was fun to watch, and I know people hated Super. I know people hated how Super began, and I kind of share that. For instance, in the Battle of Gods arc, oh god, I skipped it originally, and I went back and tried to watch some parts of it. The Battle of Gods, the Battle of Gods arc, it's just, you missed out on and I got into the video where it's Goku saying, "You're not going to destroy my planet." He left out the Super Saiyan God form, and he went into just normal state. Beerus realizes, he looks at him and he says, "What the fuck?" Like he didn't say what the fuck. He just he screams like, "No, I wasn't finished with this battle." And then you see Beerus throwing off the energy blast, and you know, they're tearing up everything, and Goku's just going into super martial artist mode, and he, without knowing it, rage boosts into Super Saiyan and keeps going, and you know, "I won't let you destroy my world." Also, I included in that because it was there. It's still one of those things where a Saiyan just loses it and just burst out in rage. Was later in that same scene, or later on in the scene where he's, you know, he realized he dropped out of Super Saiyan form finally, and Beerus is throwing a ball to destroy the Earth, and then you just see him just it's that same scene. Everything gets quiet, and you just see he blast up with the Super Saiyan God. Of course, I threw in the "That's my boomer," God, it was just so many of those, and it wasn't plot armor. Right? I mean, I get it. In some of the shit, it was because plot, and in a lot of things, God, just talking about that. Okay, so in the first thing I did, and I might as well just go fuck it. I'm gonna go through it. I got some time before I got to be at the gym. Yeah, fuck it. It's nice outside. I may go for a ride. Fuck it. So the first scene, the Gohan Rage boost. The Gohan Rage boost was actually pretty good because you didn't expect it. All you hear is, "Get away from my daddy," and he pops him. He's like, now what happens later is he stumbles out of it like a drunk finally sobering up, and it's like, well, okay, what happened? And it was kind of weak after that. But the Super Saiyan transformation, I could have sworn I saw a cut of that where after he transformed, when he's telling him get Piccolo, get off the planet, Gohan started questioning him, and I could have sworn I saw a scene where Goku backhands him and says, "I'm your father, do what I say." But I may be making that shit up, the Mandela effect, I guess. Okay, and the badass Super Saiyan moment where the next thing was the badass Super Saiyan moment where you actually see Vegeta the first time he's transforming in his flashback, and it actually fucking feels that you understand he's pissed. And it's like with all of these, once you get to the Super Saiyan transformations, it's like, I don't give a fuck what's gonna happen. I don't give a fuck if I live or die. You're not gonna beat me. And he has that way about, yes, it was his thing about he wanted to protect his ship, and he just said, fuck it, I don't care. I'm not gonna end it here. And you ever notice that's an actual theme with Saiyans and transformations? It's, I don't give a fuck what happens to me. I need the fucking power, and I'm gonna fucking do it. And that's where you see it. And it's like, the next thing I had was I think I had Bardock. I think I may have had, no, I had Goku, then I had Bardock, and then I had Vegeta, because I had to redo some editing. And the Bardock was the same way. It's like, I hate these people of Frieza, whatever they call. And you see him just like, no, I have to get strong. And he's beating the ground. It's similar to the Vegeta beating the ground when he first transformed. He transforms, and it's like, fuck. Okay, where's his power coming from? Let's go kill shit. I had the Trunks. I actually had to go back and redo the Trunks one because I couldn't find the Broly or the Trunks, the Broly movie or the Trunks movie, so I couldn't include those. But I did find Super's version of the Trunks, and it was shorter than the special Trunks. And one of those things where it was, you see him and he Gohan knocks him out. He wakes up and he tells the story in flashback, obviously. And you see him he just loses it. He beats the ground and he says, and he just loses it. I don't care. It's like, it's almost, to get that level of power, you have to just say, fuck it, I don't care. Gohan, the first Super Saiyan transformation that he did, he was like, you know what, I need to be stronger. And it's like he's telling Goku, like, stop being so fucking weak on me. And you just see him like, and you hear Goku, oh, the power comes from a need, not a want. And it kind of cheapens the experience with Goku's talking over it, but it still gets that same effect there. It's, you can want to do better, but when you need to get better, when you really ready to throw shit away, when you're ready to throw your life away to get this power, then that's it. The only thing that really breaks it was two things that breaks it. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan breaks it, where it was, I'm just pissed. It's not that I needed power, it's just I'm just pissed. Gohan already was stronger than Cell, and you can actually see it in a fight. He's handling, even though Cell kind of looks like he has him on the ropes, Gohan is just handling Cell, and he's never, Gohan, and when he transformed into Super Saiyan 2, he's never just out of power. He's never just he's never in a desperate situation. He's just pissed, and that kind of breaks it. The next thing I had was, ironically, Trunks, Kid Trunks, they never show him his first time transforming into a Super Saiyan. They just show him, okay, well, I'm turning Super Saiyan, and he surprises the hell out of Vegeta. But Goten is another one that kind of breaks it, because he's not really, you can say he gets a little bit pissed, but he gets the transformation a lot easy, super easy, because what he does is Chi-Chi's teaching him how to fight. He's on the ropes, and he just fucking I still gotta watch my time. He just fucking transforms, and it's like, this is cheap. It's really cheap. Now, going forward, I think I had it. Going forward was what was it? God Damn it. Did I jump forward? That's when I jumped forward to That's My Boomerang thing. And of course I went over that. We all know that. It's pretty funny. The only one I don't think I didn't include because it was more of a power-up. It was the Majin Vegeta. Even though it was a cool scene where he, Babidi is trying to control him, but it was more of a power-up versus a rage thing. The same thing about, I don't know what you would call it. You can't call it the Big Bang. You can't call it the Final Flash. The final explosion. I don't know. Cause you don't know what you know, or supernova. Would you call it supernova, where he blows himself up? The Vegeta supernova attack. Now that he can survive it, he can name it. And that comes up later on. What was another one? And Resurrection F, I wanted to include the Gohan power up scene, but that wasn't really rage induced. That was more just I need to boost up my power. But with that, I actually go on to the Kappa Vegeta fight. That's just an awesome just character development for fucking Vegeta, because when you look at that scene, when you actually look at how Vegeta handles that scene where he says, okay, you have you have my interest, now you have my attention. Now the thing about it is, he fights with him and he realizes, like, oh, this kid, he uses my style. He is, hold on, guys. I have like carpet and I have a floor thing, and sometimes it gets wedged. But you use my technique, you use my style, and that's what he assessed. Like, oh, you use my style, and you can see Vegeta is saying, oh, isn't that cute? He knows how to use it a little bit, but not best. And so you see during the fight, Kaba goes into Vegeta is looking at it as a teacher would look at it even before they interact. And you see how Vegeta knows what he's gonna do next, and he says, okay, that's your style, and that's the fighting stance. Okay, great. This is your fighting stance. You have the basics, and let a master teach you. A master who has all this combat experience teach you how to really use it. And you see it during that first part of the fight. It's like, okay, you did good. Now let's take it up. And Kappa says, well, I can't. Could you please teach me? And right then and there, Vegeta doesn't lose respect for him. And in essence, he says, you are better than this. Pick it up, do more, you're better than this. And it's almost as if, not that he, and I say, like, and I'm repeating myself, but not that he loses respect for him, it's that Vegeta says, okay, fuck it, you asked for it, let's go, wax the fucking cars, paint the fence, do this. And you see he gets upset, but that passes. And so you get into the fight, and he actually says, remember, the best lesson I can teach you is to have your pride. And I can do a whole video about this. The thing about Vegeta and his fucking pride, it's evolved. At first it was, I'm proud of, not the best among the Saiyans. And then it graduated to the Saiyans are actually best. And it was, now, not that the Saiyans are among the best, it's that you guys have a universe where you're respected and feared. That's the fucking dream of Vegeta. When it all boils down to it, just because in Universe 6 there's such a small population, but in Universe 7, and maybe I'm reading too much into this, but in Universe 7 the Saiyans are respected and feared, and you'd actually see from the interactions before the tournament fights, like, yeah, wow, great. And he's like, really, a place where the Saiyans are both respected and feared, they don't have to conquer. What's up, man? They don't have to conquer in order to be respected and feared. They're the universal police, basically like the galactic police. And so with that, you actually see in a fight, and you see that Vegeta is pushing him, and he knows what buttons to push because of who Cabba says he is. And when he finally explodes, he says, "Good, let's show me how this works. Show me how your power works." And you see that, and I'm completely off topic talking about it, and you see it that he's proud that yes, he's done it. It's something about when Vegeta teaches people. Even you see it even when in the Buu Saga with Gohan, where he says, "You should have kept training. You've gotten weaker." It wasn't the same contempt that he holds for Kakarot. He actually says, "No, you have to be better than this." And that's how he treats all the second generation Saiyans, that all the second generation Saiyans have to be better. And that's exemplified with the next transformation on the list, because I go to the Trunks Super Saiyan Rage. And with Trunks, even once they spent the year in this room of the hyperbolic time trainer, I can't speak now, but the hyperbolic time chamber, and even he kind of got a begrudging respect for Trunks. When Trunks died, but when Cell came back as Super Perfect Cell, it pissed Vegeta off. I would say this: Vegeta, if he had a full command of his feelings, he probably would have went Super Saiyan 2 there, but it was Gohan Spotlight. But if you can see it when Cell came back, and it's like, Trunks dead. He died the same way Vegeta died after Frieza. Let me blow a hole in your chest. And you see that kind of like, he didn't have the my boomer moment. He had close. He had a my son moment. And when you see him, like seeing what's happening with Trunks in the future time frame, you see it. He gets pissed when you first learn out that Future Momo died. He goes into the room, just start working the fuck out. And when you see it when you actually see some of the fights that happen, you get Vegeta's pissed off, but you get Trunks just fucking livid. He almost go full Broly. He was like, "I'm not gonna let you win." And you see him start going like he's gonna go fucking nuclear. And it's kind of fun. I love that transformation. I have a few other transformations. I have the Kale transformation, where speaking of Broly, I'm gonna finish you, Cabba. And she turns into oh my god, it reminds me of that scene in DBZA, where Broly looks at Trunks and he says, "Princess Trunks, you lied to me." And Trunks has this look like, "Goku, get me off this planet, it's transmission me somewhere." I'm sorry, it's fun. That was a funny ass scene. What was another one? Oh my god. So I have the first Kale transformation. Khalifa, she never raised transformation. She just her tingly back. I then transitioned to the Goku Ultra Instinct Omen. And this is what a lot of people probably miss. I like the Omen form better than the actual Ultra Instinct form. Ultra Instinct Omen is where you're learning to do Ultra Instinct, but you're not mastered it. And in effect, Rage Boost, I would say that's more of a Rage Boost than just a power up, because Goku fucking, he was unconscious of the power up, and it's actually one of the first times you see Dragon Ball in first person view, where he's looking around, he's looking at himself, and he flashes and he's in front of people. Like, that's just an awesome moment. It kind of got cheap as it went along. The next thing that I did was I clipped in, and my video is coming to an end soon, but I clipped in Cabba's Super Saiyan 2. Now, Cabba's Super Saiyan 2 is different from Khalifa's Super Saiyan 2 because he was broken. He rage boosts, and in the Cabba, okay, we can all be honest, Cabba looks like Turbo. That's why I think that was his purpose, to be Turbo 2.0. And when he Super Saiyan 2 boosts, you can take a picture of him and Gohan Super Saiyan 2 boost, and mostly because they're like two younger looking Saiyans. But when you step those two together, they look, it's like they took almost a model, or I don't know. He looks like Gohan when he's Super Saiyan 2, when he transforms to Super Saiyan 2. The last two transformations on that list, and I would encourage you to watch the video. And I keep watching the time because I actually have to start getting ready for I have to do my training, and I have to do my I have to get ready for work. But I had the Limit Break Vegeta. The Limit Break Vegeta was kind of a power up, but it was also kind of it was one of those things where he just did it because he needed to do it. He needed that power. Vegeta, in multiple ways, in multiple parts of the series, especially when Super got there, he competed with Goku, and a lot of people see that as a character fault of his. He always measures his power against something. That's why he's more focused in his training than what Goku can ever be, because he says, well, this is the next step. This is the next step. Goku is a little bit less focused in his training. He says, well, I just want to get stronger and fight strong guys. No, Vegeta has a goal, and he meticulously worked towards his goal in a way where it's, I need to get here, I need to get here. And you can say that's a weakness because he's always measuring himself by somebody else. But that's only the yardstick, but that's not the validation. Because whenever he's failed in his yardstick, he actually goes back and actually says, okay, this is what I've done wrong. Not that I'm going to copy somebody's technique, or I'm going to learn where my deficiencies are. And he takes the same meticulous way in fighting. That's why he says he thinks too much, because he's always thinking, he's always planning. And to his detriment, yeah, kind of, but hey, that's one of the things that I like about him. Oh shit, this video is going on too long. The final transformation I have is in that video is Goku's Ultra Instinct Mastery, which was okay. The scene was built up really well, but it was one of those things where, they needed the final big bad explosions, and that's why I'm waiting for the Broly movie, the Broly movie that's coming out. And so that's gonna be fun, as long as they make the story okay. But anyway, guys, I just talk shit for like a half an hour, so I'm gonna actually head out. I have to go. Fuck it, I can go ride my bike today because it looks nice, and I'm gonna go train. And I really want to. Okay, so this is what I want to actually say. Check out my art if you can, because that would actually help support me to actually increase some of the things that I want to do for this channel. And that would include maybe buying more games. That would include buying extra equipment. That would fucking probably include buying a better PC rig that I can actually do more games on. I know my Twitch stream of me playing StarCraft was horrible because it was choppy as all fuck. But that's a goal, and fuck, that's something that I want to actually do to help bring you guys enjoyment. If you want to just donate any amount, you can actually donate to my PayPal. The link is in the description. Or subscribe to be one of my Patreons. And once I actually see more growth as far as helping support my channel, you guys get more things. I know I said I'm gonna actually start a Twitch drive where I'm gonna actually start off small because I'm a broke motherfucker, to actually do $10 PSN giveaway. And so I'm gonna actually do that one of these days. And yeah, shit. Anyway it goes, guys, I have to get going. It's been fun this morning, but I have to get going. I have to actually start my day. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. And remember,